Welcome back to the next section of Visual Studio Code and Docker training. In this section, we're going to understand how we can configure Visual Studio Code to actually change the attributes of how Docker's launching debug and how we can actually launch tasks. So let's take a look. If you remember when we bootstrapped our project, we actually received some new files. So .vscode here, and this vscode actually is how we configure the Docker extension. So you can see there's a launch.json, a task.json. And if we open this up, you can see this is actually the configuration that the debug uses when it launches our Python application. And we can go in here, we can add additional configurations at any time. So if we click this add configuration button down here in the corner, it actually prompts us what configurations would we like to add, and we can just choose which configuration. For example, do you want to launch Chrome? Do you want to do different things with Python? We can change how debug is actually interacting with our application. Now next, how the task configuration works, we can actually configure how Docker build actually works. So do we want to add certain tags? Do we want to change the attributes when it's actually building? And this can all be done in this task.json file. Additionally, how it runs the command. So you can see the Docker run in debug. We can actually change how it's running our application, Docker, etc., all through this configuration file. Now in the next section, we're going to build and debug, compose, and Docker files. So join me in the next section.